Hey there everybody, it's Red Parasite and welcome back to Metroid Other M. In the last episode, we did a whole bunch of stuff, including killing Ridley and seeing Anthony die. So sad. I know. But at the end of the episode, we came face to face with not Ridley, but the Deleter. So we are now trailing the Deleter, and we're just gonna have to see how that plays out. So I'd love for the game to let me... There we go. Yes, I love you, skip button. You're amazing. So we are now going to follow them. Looks like they went into this room, and they deactivated the bridge. That is fabulous. Hey there. Well, it looks like we can't put the bridge back in because they killed the control panel. Thanks.
An objection?
You are fantastic, sir. And now Samus is going to voluntarily give herself the space jump and the screw attack. Space jump is a staple of the Metroid series. It allows you to jump, well in this game it allows you to jump twice and then continue jumping at your current level of height. Now in certain other games like Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion, the 2D side scrollers, it will allow you to jump infinitely. So obviously they had to put a little cap on it in this game because they didn't want you jumping too high. But they also give you the screw attack at this time, which is incredibly useful as well, because it makes, well, for one, it makes you invincible, so you're invulnerable to most enemy attacks, and then it also does a lot of damage. So it's one of those kind of end-all items in the Metroid series that you really can't beat it very much with attack power. So I just collected a missile there. I totally talked over that, but don't worry about it. I didn't miss it. Haha. I should just keep on going now. I'm looking foolish. Should concentrate on following this guy. That might be a good idea. So I wonder where this elevator is going to lead me. I wonder. Bioweapon Research Center. Well, aside from the forced saving, this seems interesting. Considering the whole entire biosphere test area, the whole bioweapon bit. You remember that from all the way in episode something. Certainly is a curious place. Better be cautious. Better be on our toes. Because we don't know what's going to happen. We could be ambushed at any moment. You can feel like something's going to happen. Because something will happen. Something very ominous. What could it be? That's a door. Oh my gosh, the computer's turning on. How ominously ominous. And surprising. Gasp. It's that woman that we met before. Wait, come back. No! I want to talk to you.
I'm not a member of the Galactic Federation. I came here because I intercepted the distress calls. I'm a bounty hunter. And I know that something is after you. Please, you must believe me.
Aha, yeah, me. But that's not what you meant.
Thank you. I'm Samus Aran. What's your name?
Madeline Bergman. Behind
I did
closed
not
doors,
see that coming.
The Galactic Federation was trying to create a special forces unit composed of bioweapons. In order to make
Thank
it
you,
happen,
Captain Obvious.
they were attempting to create an organization modeled after the space pirates, with
I
the
haven't used that in a
Zebesians
while.
at the center. But because of a certain presence, the life forms became ferocious. We were no longer able to
Wonder
control
what that
them.
presence could be.
By a certain presence, she must have meant Ridley. So you sent out the distress signal, even though it endangered your life?
I had to. I felt there was a real danger here, that if left as is, the Zebesians would continue
That
to
there is.
evolve and resurrect as real space pirates.
If that danger was real,
And we don't
then
want
the
that
risk
to
of
happen.
withholding information to protect herself was too great, clearly. And yet, wasn't she the one who set the facility's system to self-destruct? In silence, I praised her courage and sense of responsibility. At the same time, her argument had some holes. Say that the Zebesians, under Ridley's influence, became super aggressive. Would that lead to the resurrection of the space pirates? Without a malicious force to lead them down that path, wouldn't they continue to merely follow their instincts, ultimately becoming no more than a swarm of feral creatures? Regardless, it was clear that the Galactic Federation was ready to consign their enormous mistake to oblivion. And that's why they sent a deleter. And as for Madeline and others who knew the secret... But wait, there was another inconsistency in her story. Why go to such lengths at all?
They could just make it go
With
boom
just a
boom.
small flexing of the Galactic Federation's military force, they should have been able to destroy a facility of this scope with ease. So why didn't they?
You gotta love all of the sound in space.
Actually, there was an even more dangerous plan. With me.
Say what now? That certainly is an interesting point of view. Metroids.
What? That's not possible. The Metroids were terminated along with Zebes. Yes. And the last of them, the baby, met its end above my head.
You're Samus Aran, right?
You bet I
The one who
am.
annihilated the space pirates? Metroid remnants were attached to your suit when you returned from Zebes. They were reproduced from a piece of cell structure salvaged by the Federation, and they are in this facility.
Gave your suit a
I told you
polish,
to
so
remember
you'd be
that.
at least somewhat presentable.
And Ridley in the same way.
So if some people hadn't been stupid, then this entire thing would not be happening.
At first, no one thought that the creature was Ridley. They didn't think it had potential as a bioweapon at all. They raised it like a pet, calling it Little
Mr. Stalker
Birdie.
guy.
Until one day, it attacked one of the researchers and got away. Ridley had played dead and lured the scientist into his cage. What was left? It was a horrible sight.
But in order to control Metroids, you need Mother Brain's telepathy. You don't. You didn't recreate a Mother Brain clone, did you?
It's artificial intelligence. We developed an AI program that would reproduce Mother Brain's thought processes. We called it MB.
Oh
But it
no,
was
they
just a
didn't.
program. It wasn't the Mother herself.
MB evolved, it communicated with the Metroids. It appears as though it began to become self-aware, much like the original Mother Brain. It's really quite remarkable.
It's really quite creepy.
That's when it became clear to me just why Madeline was so afraid of the space pirate's resurrection. It wasn't that her story had holes in it. Through the holes were glimpses of the danger that was right before her eyes. If everything she said was true...
Where are the Metroids and MB?
They're in an area called Sector 0. It's a unit that doesn't appear in any of our map data. It's a place like Turian, where we propagate and raise Metroids.
I began to see what the worst-case scenario would look like. The ultimate weapon, the Metroid, would be mass-produced, and as soon as an AI that could control them was developed, the plan to create a special forces unit modeled after the space pirates was replaced.
Yeah, we got a better idea. Let's throw the old one out.
Spun out of control. The facility became a place much like the planet Zevis.
It's like they're trying to recreate Super
If the
Metroid.
situation were left alone, galactic society would be put in peril. Even the ringleaders of the operation wanted to avoid that, but they still wanted Metroids. And that's why
Greedy, greedy people.
they decided to capture the Metroids contained in Sector 0 and delete the rest of the facility, including the space pirates, Ridley, and everyone who knew the secret. But before the ringleaders could act, Adam appeared. Adam might have known or suspected the truth about the facility from the beginning. Regardless, since the ringleaders were members of the Galactic Federation, they could no longer act recklessly. And so a deleter was installed as a member of Adam's team to destroy evidence and plan each subsequent move. But having me added on as a member must have disrupted the Galactic Federation's plans.
Madeline, thanks for telling me all this. I've got to destroy the Metroids and MB in Sector 0.
Samus, no!
You have to remain hidden. Don't worry. The Galactic Federation CO who's here now will help you. You're safe.
Is that CO?
Does that CO happen to
Adam
be
Malkovich?
Commander Adam Malkovich?
It can't be. It just can't be true.
The real leader of this operation is Commander Malkovich. I can't believe that.
No.
Stay here until I return.
The deleter. There? Wait, no, he's gonna kill Madeline. Oh no! No! Alright, so that was quite a bit of story right there. I know that I really hate to make a lot of this episode cutscenes, but it's already at about 14 minutes and 47 seconds. So I might do a bit more, but there's not going to be much more in this episode. Sorry. And thanks. That's a great game. But now that we're back here, This is where we got the missile expansion that was like down there before. So now that we have the space jump, we can space jump over here and get an energy part. So now that we have that, let's just keep on space jumping back there, and we will go on our merry way. So I have to find this Sector 0. It's a good thing I know where it is. The game actually also gives you a hint to where it is as well. It tells you to go to Sector 2, so that's what we're going to be doing. I'm just going to completely ignore you. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Ha ha. I'm running away from you. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing, apparently. Oh, not you again. I am very tired of this thing. Looked up its name. I think I already knew its name, but I just didn't feel like calling it. It's Ridogian, something like that. If I'm totally butchering that pronunciation, whatever, I don't really care. But we have considerably better weaponry now. We have the plasma beam, and see what I mean? It just took it down like that. So I wonder what this thing is. It's the second upgrade that you get. And it's an upgrade, believe it or not, to your missiles. It is the Seeker missile. This upgrade came from Metroid Prime 2, and it allows you to fire missiles at up to 5 different targets. The way it works in this game is you charge up a super missile, and then wherever you're looking on the screen, it'll just lock onto 5 more targets, and then it'll fire regular missiles at them. But the good thing is, it only uses up 5 missiles, so game designers are being really nice to you in that regard. So I think this episode is going to be done now. Apologize for all the cutscenage, but there's just a lot of story, so I will see you guys in the next episode. Red X Parasite, signing out.